Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Stop Watering Dead Flowers with me, Chris Forbes. Before this week's episode, I just wanted to do a bit of shameless plugging for my Glasgow Comedy Festival show, which is on sale now. I will be doing a work-in-progress show called Father Christmas at the Stand Comedy Club on Friday the 27th of March. This is a pretty unique show. It is all about Christmas and is set at Christmas. The whole theme of the show is Christmas, but with a twist. If that sounds appealing to you, please come on down and check it out. In the meantime, please enjoy this week's wonderful episode.
I grew up in Aberdeenshire, and when I was about 15, I tried to impress my crush by volunteering to read a poem aloud in English class. Halfway through, I got nervous, tripped over the word chaos, and confidently pronounced it as chaos. I could see that with a CH.
Did they say how old they are?
Chaos. How old were they? I'm in school. I'm going to guess 14, 15. There's no age.
Yeah.
The whole class burst out laughing, including the crush. Mortified, I tried to style it out by saying, aye, that's how the Greek said it. As if I had any idea what the Greek said. To this day, he must have made a mistake. They haven't said this of telling people in later life. Whenever anything goes wrong at work, my colleagues just mutter, pure chaos,
Yeah,
under their
funny.
breath and watch me die inside all over again.
Okay.
Brilliant. That's what this podcast is all about. Keep sending in your stories and welcome back to another episode of Stop Watering Dead Flowers. Stop watering dead flowers. Delighted as always to have another guest on in general. But so excited that it happens to be Krystal Evans. How are you, Krystal?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for having me, Chris. Do you know that story you just read?
It was you.
No. Well, because I guess when you hear a story, you imagine yourself. I was imagining that was a female reading it, and that the crush was a boy. But did they say
that one actually just says anonymous?
It just
it doesn't
says-
say
so it could
anonymous.
be.
There was no name on it,
right?
so it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Shit, for some reason, I pictured it being a guy because for some reason I pictured guys maybe messing a word up more, whereas I feel like women are more
Maybe.
composed.
You think?
I don't know now.
Well, yeah, and then also, like, I guess in the class, I mean, I don't know if that person is that embarrassed about it because they've obviously told their
More
coworkers,
people. Yeah.
and now they're sending it in. I feel like they love this story.
You're creating more chaos
Yeah,
for yourself, anonymous.
yeah.
Now I want to know who send your name, age,
Yeah.
and more details back in.
They will because they love this story. I think they're not really playing the game.
Yeah. All I know about them is that they're in Aberdeenshire, which is a big area.
It is.
Sean, is this you again?
Did you send one in? Yeah. Oh, nice. I'll just hear that one.
By way of introduction, Krystal Evans, it's good to use sometimes the real cliche comedy type of tags are kind of are overused, but I mean a rising star
Oh,
of the UK comedy scene. Is that? I would say that's pretty apt. Like you're maybe not rising, like you're up there.
I think I peaked, and now
I think it's continuing the journey. You know, you've reached the stratosphere, and you're going to see what's on the other side.
yeah. I mean, a couple of good things happened this year, but I think that's maybe It's scary though when a couple good things happen, and then you're like, oh no, and people are like, well, what's next? And I'm like, nothing. I don't know. I'm hosting Free for All at Monkey Barrel tonight, so
It's a great night. It's a great night.
I shouldn't say I'm at a competing comedy club. But yeah.
But for anyone that isn't familiar, I mean, first and foremost, top-notch stand-up. I guess that's where a lot of the
thanks,
different
Chris.
creative
That's
things
nice, yeah.
come from. And then out of that, you've obviously done a lot of different writing and now acting as well with the Mitchell and Webb sketch show type
Yep.
comeback.
I did that.
How was that as an experience, if that's just like one regular bit of conversational topic to bring up?
That was amazing to do. It was very cool. And from the second that I got the audition, like I couldn't believe that I was going to be in the same room with them and stuff. And I was like always a really big fan when I was like a teenager. I was a weird teenager because like I was really into, like, in America nobody knew who Mitchell and Webb were or anything, but I did. Like, I watched the Mitchell and Webb look and Peep Show and stuff, so I was a really, really big fan of them and of British comedy in general. And so I mean, when I got the audition I was like, oh, incredible, I'm never gonna get it, like there's absolutely no way, but cool that I'm up for something like this. And then I did get it, and I get it was like a bit of a learning curve at first because it was like being in the writers' rooms and, you know, having to like pitch ideas that might be shit to people who are very good at sketch, you know, was very scary. And then learning that, like, if you pitch something that's going to cost a lot of money to make, it probably won't get made. You should always pitch sketches that are just like two people talking like this. That's going to get made. That's way more important than it being funny. Yeah. Really. But no, it was cool. They're very cool guys. And I did an all right job at pretending like I knew what the fuck I was doing on set, because I like when people were like, you know, hit your mark and all these things, I had to just like figure it out as I went and hope that I didn't look like an idiot.
You've got a good calm demeanor though. Like, I feel like you're someone that would always be good at passively looking like you know what you're doing. Yeah.
Oh, you know, actually, considering what this podcast is, I just thought of one thing that I did on the first day of filming, right? Which is a sketch that actually ended up getting cut from the show. But I was playing a woman and David Mitchell was playing my dildo, right?
Wow.
I know.
Let's just take a moment to really...
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. He was just, it was like a voiceover, right? So I was talking to the dildo. Anyway, but it was funny. I know it sounds like I'm making this up, but it was...
Release the uncut show. We want the Krystal Evans edit.
So to speak. Yes. And so, but the first scene, I was accepting a parcel at the door. And they were like, Krystal, can you just shut the door slightly, like to get the camera angle thing? And I shut it, and I whacked the camera, right? Like the lens, which is, I don't even know how much money this camera cost, like 80 grand or more or something. And it broke the lens of the camera.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they had to stop filming so they could replace it really quick.
Oh, that is expensive.
I mean, everybody in the room was like everybody's butthole clenched. And I was like,
I'm fired.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. They were like, it's okay. Just come over here. And I just like, I had to stand basically like away from everybody and like sit in hair and makeup until they fixed the lens. And they told me to open the door though. They told me to shut it or whatever. And I was just doing what I was told. But yeah, that was fully my fault.
They have to work around you, know.
I know.
You're the talent, Krystal.
I don't know how to shut a door.
Clumsy cinematographer.
I shouldn't be expected to shut a fucking door. Do you know who I am? It's ridiculous.
Wow. But yeah, I can see how that would fill you with fear in the moment. Mm-hmm. Wow. Do you know, there's one other quick aside before we get started. There's one American that I know of that did, or was aware at least, of Mitchell and Webb, the Mitchell and Webb look, the sketch show anyway, because bizarrely, where I lived in America was in the same state as you.
I know.
Not too far away, but
crazy.
I was in Vancouver. Mm-hmm. What was the name of your funny wee place again?
Squim.
Mm-hmm. Squim.
Funny wee place.
I went to school with a guy who did, and I'm sure people do this and it's fine. I'm not making a harsh judgment, but I really judged this guy quite a lot just because I thought it was pathetic. He brushes his tongue when he brushes his teeth. Like you're looking at me like I brush my tongue.
I do.
Okay.
You know, I'm sorry. Americans do brush your whole mouth. That's ridiculous. Do you know what's so funny? He cleans a part of his mouth. What a fucking idiot.
But, and maybe you know this, and if you don't, please go and look it up because it's very, very funny. Mitchell and Webb did a sketch.
I know, I saw it.
About telling people that they have to brush their tongue.
Yeah,
and it's basically like, what else can we tell these idiots that they have to do so that we can sell more kind of dental products? Like, we'll tell them they have to brush their tongues.
It is a fair point. We are very capitalist and tell people they have to do shit they don't really have to do. So maybe you don't have to brush your tongue, but...
You can get a tongue scraper even.
That's a little intense. Yeah. I wouldn't do that.
Sandpaper in it.
Yeah, you can be too clean. Yeah. You know, like I mean, people. I think I've heard in California and stuff they do like enema. You know, like they'll like clean out their whole butthole tract, and I'm like, that can't be good because you shouldn't be able to touch in there. Yeah. I mean, never mind. Well,
I don't even want to do the podcast today. I want to talk about different I want to talk about the cleanliness of different organs and orifices.
I support, obviously, any choice anybody makes, but like, I don't know if you're shoving chemicals and water up there. I feel like it's self-cleaning. You don't need to do that. Maybe the tongue's the same, but at some point I was taught that you need to clean it, so I clean it.
Good.
It's probably just people from Washington State that do it.
Really took that sketch to heart.
Yeah.
Look at this British documentary. Okay,
sorry.
In terms of this podcast and the format, how were you before we delve in at selecting or even thinking of stories? Because we always say it seems to be one extreme or the other. Some people are like, I couldn't think of any, I really let things go. Or were you quite haunted and like, oh, I have a whole wardrobe of haunted memories to pick from?
Haunted. It was, I mean, there's too many.
Okay.
And that I was going to say as well. I mean, I don't know how the other guests have done. I'm gonna listen to the podcast after this, like every single one, to hear what people said, because I'm like, surely people aren't being totally honest on this podcast. Because if I was totally honest, there's no way I could tell you certain things that I've done that I'm so deeply, darkly, that really wake me up. I have picked ones that I am deeply, darkly ashamed of, but not like level 10, you know?
Let's put a level 10 one in for the Patreon.
Okay.
There's not many of them. They'll appreciate
There's
it.
some that I gotta tell. There's one that I'm gonna tell you that is a level 10, but I'm just not gonna reveal like any kind of details because of people involved. Do you know what I mean? Like it's really, this podcast, I'm nervous to say some of these stories.
That's great.
Yeah.
No, that's brilliant for us. I mean, there's something about being on a podcast or an interview where you would tell people something that you wouldn't normally tell.
Yeah.
And I think it's easier when you don't know someone that well to be like, well, okay, I guess I'm telling this story.
Also, it feels like it's just us.
Yeah, it's just a chat.
It feels like I'm just talking to you.
No one's listening.
Yeah.
Or are they? Still in the top 100 podcast charts this week.
Are you? Well done. That's great. Oh,
but
damn.
no one's going to hear this.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Terrifying
Yeah, please
tale.
keep up that image.
But yeah, please let us know if you regret any of them afterwards.
I do already.
Okay. Now, we don't necessarily have to do it in order. We often like to start with the childhood and work our way up. But sometimes people have kind of plotted their own little emotional journey through their stories. Mm-hmm. Is there anywhere you would like to start, or are you happy to go with a kind of earlier childhood one?
I think early childhood, because I start light, right?
Okay.
And I go to worse.
Okay.
Right?
This is good.
Okay.
Let's ease in. What happened?
Okay. So there was this guy that I went to school with. This is when I was like 14, 15.
Classic.
Right? And I was in drama. I was in all the plays, right? And there was quite a tight-knit drama group, right? You know, there's like mostly girls, but some boys as well, right? And this was, you know, the early 2000s, so you know, it wasn't really okay to be out as gay or anything yet as well. So, but I'm sure a lot of these boys were gay, so there was a few that were straight, right?
Though perfectly okay to do drama if you're not gay as well.
Of course.
Let's just put that out there.
Yes, exactly. However, yeah. So there was this one boy that I had a crush on, and his name was Steve, and you can keep that in there. And he was Mormon. As many people in my hometown were. Yeah. My mom grew up Mormon, and she sometimes made us go to church. So I was like half Mormon, not really Mormon, but half Mormon. I didn't really believe it, but I would go sometimes simply because there were loads of boys I had a crush on in the Mormon church.
Wow, these hot Mormons.
Hot Mormons.
Wow.
Yeah. But Steve was fucking Mormon, right? He was like, I remember, I have a memory of Steve, right? That he was in choir.
Yeah.
And they would all sing this song. It was like, I love coffee, I love tea, I love something, and the something loves me, or whatever it is, like that, right? But when it came to the I love coffee, I love tea, he wouldn't sing that because Mormons don't drink caffeine.
He was so devout.
He was so devout.
And that you kind of found his convictions attractive.
He was funny. He was a funny guy, right? He was funny and goofy, and that was all I needed back then, I think. I was just like, he's a funny, goofy guy. And he was like a good actor, kind of. He probably wasn't really, but whatever. We all went on this, this trip, this like some kind of drama trip thing. And all the girls made lists of, it was like, on the top, it was like Kiss,
all right, okay.
you know, like have sex with, marry, something else dirtier than that. I don't even know.
Yeah.
And then you would rank the boys by number 1 to number 6 or whatever.
Like a
right?
classic kind of kiss, kill, marry type of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And yeah, but it was like more categories than that. So Steve came top on most of my lists, right?
Wow.
And then Steve got a hold of these lists, right?
No.
He got a hold of these lists, and he obviously saw my list, and I was freaking out because I was like, oh my God, he's gonna know that I have a huge crush on him. And but I was also a little bit like, oh my God, like maybe he likes me back.
Thinking someone maybe left the list out on purpose.
Yeah. So, but then the boys did their own lists.
Oh no.
And I saw Steve's list, and I was like the bottom on all of Steve's lists. Yeah. And now looking back, Steve was definitely gay.
Yeah.
Right. I can see that now.
Yeah.
Right. But the fact that he knew that I had a huge crush on him and the feelings were not reciprocated at all
At that age.
At that age, I was just like,
That's tough.
it was like a year of me being able to not look him in the eye, right? And yeah, that's really all it is. I have another memory of Steve.
Steve.
Where
Can I just say as well, a lot of people, when they've had a childhood one and it's been about a crush, it's been like, and this guy was like, wore a leather jacket to school and he drank alcohol. You're like, there was this Mormon. He didn't even drink caffeine. He was just so nice.
He's definitely gay.
It's very pure, Wow.
Yeah. I remember a friend brought tarot cards to school one time and he had an actual fucking flip out about it. Steve did. Yeah. We were doing tarot cards in the bathroom and he was like trying to break the door down, trying to get us to stop because he thought it was like the devil, like letting the devil into the school.
Maybe he was possessed and he was worried about being found out.
I was like, oh my God, I like him so much. I actually thought if I went to church that he might consider.
Happen.
Yeah.
Did you ever find out where he ended up? Did you
No, I
keep in
tried to look
touch?
him up and he has no presence
I bet
online.
you did. I bet you did, by the sounds of it.
Steve now. He was a very nice guy. I'm sure he's a nice adult as well. But I don't know whatever became of Steve.
I'd love to see these lists when you're talking about so many different categories.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could remember all the categories.
And his categories were just, it was the same, but
it was the same. Yeah, it was the same.
But he just had a lot more kind of butch looking women at the top, maybe. That was maybe the
I can't even remember. I wasn't hot at 14, 15. I was famously had just been through a house fire, but all I could think of was how horny I was. It like, even though this is the messed up thing, right? I go back and look at my teenage diary and, this horrible tragedy has just happened to me.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's just happened to me. All I'm talking about is how horny I am.
Wow.
I know.
People deal with grief in different ways.
I think in a year's worth of this journal, there's maybe one entry that mentions what happened. It's like, it's great. It's a real journal though, it's a real document of what I was thinking about.
Yeah. Well, avoidance going on there, I would hazard. One entry.
I've got like a patch on my head. I'm like, why doesn't he like me? What does he not see in me? Sorry. Steve.
Wow, he sounds like a tremendously ordinary human being.
He was weird as hell.
Yeah.
Like looking back, he was a weirdo. But
he sounds really pleasant.
Yeah, he was pleasant.
Yeah.
When he was banging the door down because the devil was going to enter the school.
Like, I wish I was the door.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's too much. I'm sorry. Stretched there. Okay. That's a nice one. You said we're easing in. Mm-hmm. Let's move forward and let's perhaps go into the world of work. You've worked in a lot of different industries. I mean, obviously now comedy and writing, but you also have a restaurant empire.
Oh, yeah.
Is that, am I allowed to call it an empire?
Well, I don't have it because I'm divorced. So thanks for bringing that up. Yes, I used to be married to a rich guy and now I'm not.
But what I mean is, But yeah, your story might come from a different world and not necessarily comedy, and I'm guessing it might not be from.
No, it is from comedy.
Oh, is it?
So
Okay.
thanks again. No point in bringing that up. So the money I used to have access to, and now it's quite a lot harder for me to get that money.
Now Steve's never
I
gonna
guess-
love me.
What does Steve have to talk to me about now?
Wow.
Oh man.
So, a comedy incident. What kind of stage were you in your comedy career?
This was just post-pandemic, I would
Okay.
say. So like 2021, I think.
Nice.
I'm going to say names in this story as well.
Please.
Because I think the person who comes off bad is me. So so I don't think these two people will mind me
Take them
telling
down.
this. So this is to do with the Scottish comedy community, and it was 2021, and so there's famously there's two Amandas in the Scottish comedy scene. There's Amanda Hersey and Amanda Dwyer.
Yeah.
Okay, and Amanda Hersey started a gig in 2021 in Glasgow, and she sent out a mass email saying, hello, if you want to do my gig, like, or headline it or whatever, like, let me know. These are the dates. Would love to have you on, whatever.
Sounds delightful.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Perfect.
Absolutely normal behavior for a comedian. Now I'm friends with Amanda Hersey, but I'm quite close, very good friends with Amanda Dwyer.
Okay.
And I read this email, and in my head, I just saw the word Amanda, and I thought it was Amanda Dwyer, right? So I replied to this email, and I said, hey, you cunt. Yeah, I'll do your stupid fucking gig. How much does it pay? Because I'm not going to do it for free, you fucking bitch, or something like that. No smiley face, no winky face. Send. I sent
Wow.
that, right? Now, the other detail you have to know about this is that I don't know. I did it on my phone, and I have multiple emails, and somehow I had replied from my email that's not Krystal Evans. It said Krystal and my real surname, like my original surname. So Amanda Hersey receives this email from Krystal, different surname, calling her a cunt. She writes back and goes, I'm sorry, who is this? Because I only know one Krystal on the Scottish comedy scene, and she has a different surname than you. So I think maybe, you've got the wrong person or something.
Wow.
So I read this, and I think it's Amanda taking the piss. Amanda Dwyer. And I write back again, Chris. I wrote back again. And I was like, oh, you don't know who the fuck I am, do ya? Yeah, I bet you fucking don't. I was like, yeah, well, I'll check my fucking schedule and see if I'm available. And I'll get back to you. And I hit send. And then something didn't click. In my brain, I was like, that was kind of weird the way Amanda responded.
Yeah.
And then I look back. My heart's beating right now telling this story because I'm
bet.
remembering how. And I realized that it's Amanda Hersey and not Amanda Dwyer. And I'm like, I immediately texted her. I'm like, Amanda, I am so sorry. I thought it was too late. I mean, listen, I apologized to her.
Yeah.
I apologized to her in real life. I did the gig, obviously.
The gig for free.
She still gave me the gig. But it took a really long time for me to come to a better place after that, because that was
Wow. Because she's coming out of this well as well, because like her reply seemed like it was quite
really measured,
whoa,
really
This
professional.
Krystal person's coming on quite aggressive.
Absolutely. What an absolute professional Amanda Hersey is. Do her gig. It was a great gig as well. Really well run.
Wow.
And yeah.
And then it feels like it's almost in my head. Then I'd be overthinking it even more. Like you then have to almost explain to her that, oh no, that's just how I speak to people that are my friends. Oh no, not that you're not my friend, but
yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't call you that.
I wouldn't call you a stupid cunt because
because
you're not my friend.
And
She is my friend.
you know,
Jesus, yeah. So,
wow.
and it's like, it's one of those things where no matter how many times I apologized, It's like, I can't, you have to stop apologizing because then you're being the asshole more.
Yeah.
So I just had to live with it. And she was like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And I was like, but is it fine?
It is fine.
I don't know.
But do you know what? In the first, I don't know how long it took her to reply and you to, but whatever that first 10, 15 minutes of her just getting that email, that must have been like wild for her.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Someone's harassing me when I'm trying to start a gig. Yeah. I don't know.
And they considered it. I mean, maybe they liked that style. Yeah. Who's this person?
Yeah.
I'll do your fucking gig. Like, whoa, this person's got a bit of panache.
If you're going to make it in comedy, you need to get used to people calling you a stupid fucking cunt over email.
That's what so really, you're like, hey, Mitchell and Webb, you fucking assholes. Give me the job. Break your fucking lens.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, that's a good one. But thankfully, I feel like it's quite nice in the end that it was people you knew and you could explain it.
Yeah.
It would have been worse if it was someone completely unknown to you.
Well, funny you say that. That's the next story.
So that's a precursor to something much worse.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, so this is the one where I'm like...
This is the 10 one, maybe? Like,
yeah,
wow.
This is the 10 one. Well, so I think we've all maybe done something like this.
No, it was just you, Krystal. Whatever you've done.
Right. So I went through a divorce last year. So I've been broken up like a year, right? And
happy. Is there like a divorce anniversary or I don't know.
Happy or divorce.
Happy Freedom Day. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, when I first broke up, I was kind of like vulnerable and sad and all the emotions that you feel after a breakup, I suppose, no matter if it's a good thing or not, it's kind of,
Yeah.
And I knew I wanted to date again. I didn't feel ready. I was like, oh, I don't know. And it kind of took me a while to like put myself out there in that way. And just like a precursor to this is like, I feel like maybe, like when you're in a long-term relationship and then you come out of it, especially like, the last time I was single was like in the late 2000s, it was like, it's a different world now than it was back then, of dating and stuff. And I didn't want to go on the apps at first because I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I could even do that. I just want to meet people in real life. Maybe. I don't know.
I need to find Steve.
Where is Steve? Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get the old flame, the old Mormon. I'm looking up MormonSingles.com. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. So I was putting myself out there. I do this is like a mini one, but I'm not going to even say, but it's like, I put myself out there in ways that I now regret. And I because I didn't realize, because when you have friends, right? Friends generally are great. Okay. But you have to keep in mind with your friends, especially friends who are in long-term relationships, they just want to see some drama. They want to see something happen. They're like, you should ask him out. Just do it. Just write to him. Just fucking do it. This is what you got to do. If you want to get a date, you got to just put yourself out there. And I'm like, okay, I guess I could. Okay. And then I like, do I like all of his Instagram stories and to write him an Instagram message? I don't know. So there were a few times that I put myself out there in ways that I now shudder to think. And people are like, but it's fine. It's fine that somebody knows you're attracted to them and then turned you down. That's okay. It's okay to do that. It's an acceptable thing. I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean?
But okay. It's my self-esteem.
But it's embarrassing, but it's fine. So I did that a few times. And then I was like, do you know what? This isn't working out. Fuck it. I'm going to go on the apps.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to go on the apps. Okay. I connected with a person. Okay. And we started kind of dating. Right. And we were having kind of like sexy chats. Right.
Sexy chats.
Sexting. Things like
Here we go.
Is this appropriate to talk to you about?
Sexy chats. Wait a minute. Wee. I'm getting my jumper off yet. Get ready for the sexy chats portion.
I can see that what you're wearing under the jumper is the same color as the jumper. Which
In
is
case
funny.
I go red
I
in the
know.
face from all the sexy chat talk.
Yeah.
Better be ready.
So, right. When you do sexy chats, right, sometimes you send nudes, okay?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you do this, okay? So you probably can see where this is going, right? There was one night, I was drunk. I was having sexy chats.
Sexy chats.
I sent a nude to the wrong person, okay? And I'm not going to say who, but it was one of the worst people I could have sent it to.
Wow.
It was probably the worst person I could have sent it to.
Steve. No. Wow. But no, my mind's racing to a couple of potentials. Wow.
This is the one where I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, will I regret sharing this on this? But it was really bad that I did this. It was bad. I realized that I had done it immediately. I deleted it immediately. But obviously some people have their WhatsApp set to save photos and I don't know. I deleted it immediately.
Yeah.
But the person saw it.
They'd seen it.
They'd seen it.
That tick went below.
They'd seen it. Yeah.
Wow.
They'd seen it. And it wasn't funny.
Oh, right. It wasn't like playful sexy.
When I tell you I wasn't horny anymore immediately. It was so bad. And it was something that I kind of, when I did it, I was like, oh, I fucked up my whole life right now. I've fucked up everything.
Oh, wow.
I was like, this is so bad. This is so bad. Right. But I think as time went on, I kind of realized through talking to people and stuff, I haven't actually done anything wrong.
Yes.
I just made a mistake.
That's what this podcast is all about.
And this is what I have to live with, right? And I'm like, this is what I thought that I did this. I made a mistake. I have never made that mistake again and will never.
No, I'd imagine you don't even have a phone anymore. I mean, my phone would be in the bin.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, I want to know more details.
Of course you do.
And yet, it seems like a tricky thing to pry about. I mean, really, I'd love to know who it was sent to.
I mean, I'll tell you when we're not on mic anymore.
Is it someone I know?
You can't ask follow-up questions like this on the podcast. You can't ask these kind of follow-up questions on the podcast.
There's nothing, I mean, there's nothing worse in general than just sending a message to the wrong person. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, God, even your email. So this is like, I can't even imagine what that was like.
Yeah. I think you guys should do it right now to somebody and then we can all discuss.
I feel like, and I'm thankful for this as well, that I feel like I missed out on all the kind of sending nudes era.
Oh, I sent nudes when I was like 17 to my high school boyfriend on the earliest version of a phone that had a camera. It was so grainy.
He's watching it. Loading. He's like, that's the eyebrows, come on.
We were pioneers in nudes,
Wow.
me and my high school boyfriend. It was... well, after I let go of the dream of Steve, then...
That would have ended Steve.
Oh
if you
my
didn't
God.
even like tea and coffee and you'd accidentally sent it to him.
Imagine Steve.
God, why have you forsaken me? Wow, that is... Well, yeah, I can feel. We don't need to know who the person is, but I can physically feel that it was awful.
It was
Whoever
awful.
this person
Yeah.
was that you're saying that could have ruined your life.
Yeah. So it's all fine now, and you know,
Did the recipient ever acknowledge it? Was it ever discussed?
it was acknowledged.
It was acknowledged and moved on from quickly.
No, not so quickly.
God,
Yeah.
still holding.
I feel like you don't know what to even ask because is this the worst thing anyone's ever said on this podcast? Surely not. Okay, good.
No,
God.
Roscoe killed somebody, so, so we've still yet to top that. But wow, no, that is it is a big one though. I mean, it's up there with. I'd say that's in the top 3-4.
Really? Oh,
But
that's good.
I tell you what, That'd be a top one if we knew who it was. No, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Wow. And I guess that's one of those ones you say you need to just. That's a definite. Oh, I need to try and let go of that one, but it's hard because you can't take it back.
No.
You know it happened, and yet it hasn't destroyed your life. Everything is okay.
Yeah.
It was.
I'm still alive.
Just a mistake.
Everybody involved is still alive.
Yeah.
And it was a mistake. And yeah, it's
mistakes are great. Mistakes are great.
It's funny,
for
like
this podcast.
when you make a mistake, like that kind of a thing where, because I feel like anything to do with sex or relationships or dating, we all get very embarrassed about it. And this is the most embarrassing like thing maybe is that people would know that you're horny or something. You know what I mean? Like that's the worst thing, the most vulnerable place to be in, you know? But I guess what I've learned, like from starting to date again and all these things and like putting myself out there in a really humiliating way over Instagram or like sending a nude on accident or something. And another thing that's happened is like on dating apps, right? Like there's some dating apps that will show people in your very close vicinity. And I have turned that on in my neighborhood and I have seen people in my neighborhood who I know
or married or
something, and they're on the apps or whatever. And I'm like, again, well, so, I mean, some of them it's dodgy, but then some are like, oh, we have an open or whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, you know, like at the end of the day, you look at that and you're like, oh my God, did you know that so-and-so and them are like, they've got like an open thing?
Yeah.
But then it's like the next day you're like, it's like, so we're all horny. So what?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, so we know this about ourselves and each other, you know? I still want to die, but but it's like, you know it, and then you have to just move on with your life, you know?
It's wild.
I feel like you don't agree with me, either of you.
No,
I feel like
I
you
do.
don't.
What's the there's the play as well, isn't it? Like the Marit Sade play about the Marquis de Sade, and the film Quills with Gregory Rush, is it as well, and talking about how we're all sexualized beings and we all need to just embrace this, and we're all a bit haughty. But especially in Scotland, I mean, I talk about that quite a lot on stage, that we are quite a repressed nation here anyway.
Yeah.
We're not very outward and open. We're very like, oh no, please don't.
I think the entire UK is like that, right?
Yeah, the whole UK.
Yeah.
So, if anything, you've brought your pioneering spirit.
Oh, that's not what I want to be known for. This horny, disgusting American woman.
Revolutionary.
Yeah.
Expressful, you know.
But this is why it's embarrassing, because I don't talk about sex on stage or anything. You know, like this is not really, I mean, I do have a sex and relationship podcast, I guess. But the whole point of that podcast, though, is that it was supposed to be that Chris, my podcast partner, not you, Chris Weir, my podcast partner, is gay and has had many sexual partners and he's very experienced. Mm-hmm. And I was married and not sexually experienced.
Yeah.
But now a lot has happened in the past year, but yeah.
The roles have changed.
I sent one nude, so I'm a different person now. Yeah.
Well, that is a big one. Thank you for sharing that.
You're
one.
so welcome.
Because that feels that's a vulnerable one to give up.
Thank you. It was, yeah.
This is great.
Good to speak.
I'm going to find out the name of the person you sent the nude to, and I'll put it on the Patreon page.
No. Put that under like the 1,000 pound. Yeah. You know,
if you pay the big bucks,
then I'll meet them for a coffee and tell them.
Yeah.
So they can't actually write it down anywhere.
Oh, that's good.
Right.
I'm gonna make one. Yeah. What is it? It's tiers, isn't it? Like just elite tier for this one thing.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna be desperate to know.
Yeah. You should, like, for the Patreon, for tears, you should spell it TEAR, because it's like you're crying because there's dead flowers and.
Wow. This is. What a place to end.
Sorry.
That's beautiful.
That's what I'm here for.
I could just picture you in that writer's room now, you know? Krystal Evans, thank you very much for coming. Thank you to everyone that's listening, watching. Thanks as always to Sean Stables, Chris Thorburn, the Stand Comedy Club, who we couldn't do this podcast without. Please like, share, subscribe, all those things you're supposed to do with podcasts. Leave us a little review. It's supposed to be very, very helpful. And as mentioned, if you want to sign up to the Patreon for less than a price of coffee a month, just £3 and then £3,000 to find out the name of the person that Krystal's sending it to. But thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye.